Let's focus our attention on three phrases. Exalt and worship, enlarge the vision, embrace the mission. And I pray that these three will be seared on your heart and mind and spirit this week. For this purpose we are gathered. For this purpose the churches exist. For this purpose we are the American Baptist Association. For this purpose we live, worship, vision, mission. How great is our God? Exalt Him in worship. How grand is our vision? Lord, enlarge it. How glorious is our mission? Let's embrace it. The tone and the enduring impact of this meeting are directly connected to how we answer these questions in this place, in this time. Exalt and worship. Without worship, nothing that happens here has any real significance. Exalt ye the Lord our God and worship at His footstool, for He is holy. Thou art worthy, O Lord, to receive glory and honor and power. For Thou hast created all things, and for Thy pleasure they are and were created. Exalt and worship, for this purpose we were created. Thou art worthy, for Thou wast slain and hast redeemed us to God by Thy blood out of every kindred and tongue and people and nation. Exalt and worship, for this purpose we were and are saved, from every nation and people group, from every tribe and tongue, a foretaste of that heavenly scene. Let the people praise Thee, O God. Let all the people praise Thee. O let the nations be glad and sing for joy. Exalt and worship, for this purpose missions exist. Piper said, missions exist because worship doesn't. Worship is ultimate. And when this age is over and the millions of the redeemed fall on their faces before the throne of God, missions will be no more. Exalt and worship. In missions, we simply aim to bring the nations into overwhelming enjoyment of His glory. Let such exaltation and worship fill this arena. Let it begin in this place tonight. Bow before Him. Worship the Almighty. Sing to His glory. Seek His face. Exalt His holy name. Enlarge the vision. What will happen when we truly exalt Him in worship? Enlarge vision. God's vision. A vision that is bigger and grander than any of us. Worship always precedes vision. Where there is no vision, the people perish. And Jabez called on the God of Israel, saying, O God, that Thou wouldest bless me indeed and enlarge my coast, and that Thy hand might be with me. And God granted him that which he requested. Lord, enlarge our coast. Enlarge the vision. Vision is birth when worship is real. Vision is the bridge between the present and the future. From our generation to the next, from our culture to other cultures, to people groups different from our own which so desperately need to hear the gospel message. Vision takes us into the realm of the impossible, opening doors that only God can open. Vision pries away our cold, determined grip on the status quo and unleashes God's power and liberty to dare to think outside the box in ministry. Vision takes us outside the walls of our building to engage the community with the gospel through innovative connection. Volaton said this, "Those without vision spend their lives taking the path of least resistance as they try to avoid discomfort." Vision always takes us out of our comfort zone. Vision gives sacrifice a purpose, and vision and sacrifice always separate the small from the great. Vision replaces deficits and decline with the unleashing of God's provision and vitality. Vision opens our blind eyes to see an unreached world through God's eyes, the great metropolitan centers of the world, the inner cities, the places right here in America where no gospel witness exists, the 1040 window nations, the faces of people, the unseen masses who need the Lord to see as God sees through His eyes. That's vision. Vision will take the American Baptist Associations to heights and influence that we've never known. Lord, enlarge the vision that we dare to go where we've never been before. Let us embrace the mission. Also, I heard the voice of the Lord saying, "Whom shall I send, and whom will go for us?" Then said I, "Here am I, send me." First worship, then vision, then embrace the mission. Let me put it in simple perspective. Why the American Baptist Association? Really, just 4 reasons. Worship, fellowship, missions, publishing. That's it. Worship, that will be our focus. Exalt Him. Vision, that is our shared vision. God's vision. That is the only basis of our fellowship. Seek it. Mission, God's vision and God's mission. Embrace it. Every message tonight and tomorrow night will be followed by a response time and invitation. Answer the call. Embrace the mission. My call to Lithuania was affirmed and answered at the 1996 ABA meeting in Phoenix, as Brother John Sanders preached the missions message that night. Brother Brian Sellers answered God's call to preach at the 1995 ABA meeting in Tulsa after the mission sermon preached by Brother Lynn Raver. Will you too answer the call? Will we embrace the mission? May it be said that when we leave this place, that God, the Almighty and Holy One, met with His people in Springfield. Worship was alive, vision was enlarged, and His mission was embraced.